2018.
Yep.
2017, not the best of years for you?
No, it wasn't for me. No, I had well, not even an up and down year, just a down year really. It was just one of those years, where everything goes wrong. I was plagued with illness and injury from the winter. Finished Tour of Britain 2016 really good. Took a break, started training again, and then just from then on, it was one thing after another. Knee injury, I had an operation on my arm, chest infection. One thing after another meant I had a bad winter's training, and then I spent all year playing catch up and never caught up. So, but it was good. I had to make a call at some point last year and draw a line under it, which was before Tour of Britain. I rung up Mike and just said, look, I'm not in the right shape to, I could suffer through it, but I wouldn't do anything, so there's no point. So we drew a line under the season. I took a nice long break there, and then just started rebuilding a bit earlier than I would have done, and nice and slowly took it up step by step. So far so good. I mean, feeling much better now, feeling ready to go for 2018. So yep, looking forward to it.
As a rider, because everyone, I've known so many riders over the years who've all had these problems, whether it's chronic fatigue or all sorts of stuff that can go wrong for a rider. How do you manage to find out how you are going well? Is it by numbers? Is it the training? Or is it up in the head?
To be honest, a lot of it for me was just by feel. Yeah, you can, if you're really into the numbers and you look at the numbers all the time, then obviously that's a good indication. But I'm not that sort of. I don't look at the numbers. I don't look at the TSS scores and all that sort of stuff. Maybe if I did, I might have realised a bit sooner. But I don't do that. So for me, it's off a feel. A lot of it goes off a feel and how you feel when you go out training. If you're, I've done it for so many years. If I go out and I think I'm not right, I'm not recovered properly, or I'm not feeling good, or one day I'm feeling good, the next day I'm feeling bad. You can't train consistently. So for me, it was all based off a feel. And then on top of that, I then went and got, you can get blood tests done and different things like that. Go and see a doctor, see a sports scientist and stuff, and get them to try and see if they've got an idea of what's going wrong sort of internally, a bit more scientifically. And then once you got all that stuff mixed with how you feel as well, you sort of get an idea and paint a picture of what's going on in your body and why things aren't quite working right.
I guess it's finding the answers so that you can correct it and then move forward.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. You can't just sit there and think, oh, I'm not going that well, but I'll keep playing on and hope for the best, because if you're not going well, then there's sometimes it's just a case you need to train hard, you need to knuckle down and get the work done, but more often than not, if it's been dragging on that long, there's something underlying which you need to suss out. And exactly, you're getting worse, so you need to sometimes step back and look at the bigger picture, and you think, well, 1 year out of a 15-year career is, you look back, if I have a good year this year, I'll forget about next year by the end of the day, won't I? So it's the bigger picture really.
Great to still be then with Madison this year, a team that you've been with for a few years now.
Yeah, so this is going into now my fourth year with Madison now. So yeah, I've been found it really nice, and it is like a big family really. We've got riders have changed and staff members have changed a bit, but the feel of the team is still the same. The ethos of the team and the way everyone comes together and the way we all get on together is still the same. So I'm really looking forward to spending another year with Madison, and really looking forward to seeing how we all sort of gel as a new team again.
Well, how was the training camp? Because do you go into a training camp after a year that you've had and maybe a bit nervous?
Yeah, a little bit, because I train at home on my own all the time really. I go out on the odd ride with other people, but not much. So other than your power meter, you've got no one no indication of if you think you're going well or you're not really. So it's always nice to go out on the first training camp, and although we're not racing at all, you always you can gauge it and get an idea. Think, I've had a good winter, or no, I need to work a bit more, or whatever. So it's maybe a little bit nervous going into it, but at the same time, I've put a big winter in this winter, a lot more work than I have previously done. So I was quite confident that I'd be fairly fit at the start of it. Yeah.
So it went well.
Yeah, it was a good camp. We didn't have anything too crazy. There's no big heroics from anyone trying to show off just yet, but we've got another camp coming up now, so that was just our warm-up camp, so to speak, and we've got another big, almost 2 weeks away now, training again, so that'll be the workload's increased quite a lot for that camp.
Same as last year, if I remember rightly. Again, the first camp was bonding, if you like, and then the second camp, knuckle down, put some pressure on.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we had 2 camps last year. We've done that every year I've been on Madison. We've always had 2 camps. The first one is we're doing a lot of riding, but also about getting to know everyone, getting to know the new staff, and getting back in that sort of routine of train, eat, sleep sort of thing. So But this second camp, yeah, we'll up the intensity, up the workload, and then that will finish about 2 weeks out from our first race, and then crack on with the season then.
Now, Johnny was just saying, I think that the first race for the team would be Normandy. Is that on your schedule, or have you got?
It probably won't be on my schedule because I've got a little baby on the way.
All right.
So she's due to arrive the day before Normandy starts.
All right.
So I can't see myself going to Normandy.
Year, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see if that tips me over the edge or not. But yeah, no. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, no, Normandy probably won't be on my calendar because she's on her way. So then I'll start racing. Probably for me, it'll probably be the British programme that I'll start with. So Chorley, I think, is the first one, which is nice because it's a little bit later, and I know. We've talked a lot in the team that the calendar starts so late now in the UK because a couple got cancelled, and we had a couple of UCI races we were looking at, but they didn't come off. So it's a late start. But for me personally, it works quite well because I would prefer a few weeks at home after little daughter's born to spend some time. So
you had some good results, or you've done well in the Tour of Yorkshire before.
Yep.
Yeah. So is that? I mean, just making the team, I guess, in a team like Madison, which is. I'm guessing, I haven't counted the numbers, 10, 12...
12 riders.
Yeah, 12 riders.
Yeah.
So, just making that 8 is an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah, and I think it might even be 7 this year now, with the UCI change, so it's a bit harder again. So,
thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, 7 riders. So only just over half the team gets to go to it. But so yeah, just making the team is tough. And but yeah, I'd hope to be at the Tour of Yorkshire. It's my first big target of the year. I always have the 2 big targets for me. Always Tour of Yorkshire and Tour of Britain. So Yorkshire will be the first one. But Madison have got an extremely strong team for the Tour of Yorkshire. We've got 3 guys in our team have all top 10'd in the Tour of Yorkshire on different occasions. I don't think there's any other British domestic team with 3 guys that have all finished in the top 10 on GC in that race. So we've had someone in the top 10 for the last whatever year it's been run. So with Matt coming 5th last year, and he's convinced that he could have done better as well if he'd thought about it. So hopefully he'll switch his brain on this year. And no, we'll be definitely going there to, as we have done every year, improve on what we did the previous year. And I think we've definitely got a team this year to do that. And
finally, domestically, what's your programme like in terms of the Prems and that? Because there's not a lot of road races. It's good if you're a crit rider, but I guess crits aren't really your thing.
No, it's been a good few years now since I've done any. Well, I rode Tour Series in 2012. I think was the last time I rode a Tour Series, which was Durham, and I haven't done any since then. So it's not quite my thing. I'm not completely against doing them if the team needs me to do them, but definitely more road racing. But like I say, there's not an awful lot, especially now the Nationals has become Beaumont. That's another one gone. So, but I mean, with that being the case, you just have to make the most of the racing that we do have. So, whereas before you might go into a race and think, oh, it's whatever race, relax a little bit. Yeah, we've got another one. You have to you should always do anyway, but you have to fully commit to the races that we have because they're so limited, especially the British calendar. Like I say, I think there's only three Prems or whatever they're called now. Before this first series, there's only 3 of them, Chorley and a couple of others.
Klondike and Lincoln,
yeah, so you can't sit around and think, oh well, I've got six Prems to sort of find my legs in, because you've got 3, so you've got to hit them all ready to go, and each one is a big target now because they're so limited.
Do you have a favourite?
I do. Last year was the first time I rode Chorley. It didn't go great for us as a team. I think Rich was 4th, so we did okay, but I do like Chorley. I think it's a nice circuit with that climb in it. So, but also Klondike was on the first time last year, and I think that finished in the bunch sprint, didn't it? But it's the sort of course where if someone gives it a bit of beans on those climbs, then it could be a different. It's one of them. I think it's not necessarily always going to be a bunch sprint. So that's definitely an interesting race. I'll be looking forward to that one as well.
Well, good luck for 2018.
Cheers. Thanks very much. Yeah, thank you. Cheers.